Hi, today I'm explaining about Illustrator filters, blend modes, and masking. Okay, so these three things I'll explain today. Suppose I'll create here the new page. It's okay. Yeah. Same like it is also Adobe family. Okay, so Adobe Illustrator also the same family, Adobe family. So same kind of shortcuts, so same kind of effects. Okay, so we can follow these in the same Adobe family. So here in the Illustrator we are using them again. Okay, let us check this one by one. Suppose here first I place here few images. Suppose this and this. Okay, place. This is one. Make it file size smaller. Keep side. So I'll take another one. Suppose I'm searching for any interesting picture. Okay, this is okay. This is one picture, and this is one picture, and here. So you can reduce this size. Keep side. Then here we create one, the box, fill with any color. Okay, first we'll check with the masking. Suppose see in Illustrator we have we have masks here. See, this is my object. Okay, and suppose this is my shape. Okay, so you can make it big size also. You select, you can select by dragging these two. Okay, and right click on that, make clipping mask. Okay, so your object masked here. And suppose you can release clipping mask released. Okay, and now you can arrange this by bring to front. Okay, so now this is front and this is back. Okay, now select these two and make clipping mask. See, the clipping mask cannot make clipping mask. The top selected object must be a path. Understand that? It must be a path, a compound shape, a text object, or a group of those. Okay, so what you do, you can send it back. Suppose select this one, right click and arrange. From arrange, okay, send to back. Okay, this is back, and suppose this you can send back arrange, send to back. Now your picture in back, your shape is on top. Now you can select these two and right click and make clipping mask. Yes, it is masking. Okay, in the same way you can add this picture. Okay, and you can arrange, send to back. Okay, and now drag by selecting these two and make clipping mask. See, it is masked. Sometimes when you use real-time the designs, okay, the brochures, catalogs, folders and posters, so we can use these masking effects. Okay, so we do that in a real-time project assignment. So okay, then now come here. So these are the two pictures. So two pictures. So okay, and here the transparenciness. Click on the transparency panel. Okay, and here we have the mask effect. Suppose make mask. This is make release opacity mask. This is, so this is opacity mask. Okay, so you can invert this, otherwise you can release this because this is not adding into that. Yes, and now make clipping mask and you can invert this, release this. Okay, so I'll get the new image because that is not correct image for that. So place, yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, this is very big, so make it smaller, and very smaller, must be smaller. Yes, okay, now you can select this and make clipping mask. Now see, so this is your image. Okay, and this is mask. You can see this now. This is clip and this is inverted mask. Okay, and suppose here there is a chain link, so you can include that mask into that. Suppose that interesting part you can include. See, this is interestingly add into that mask, and suppose click here and okay, and disconnect otherwise you click here and include that face, and you can disconnect this and you can insert that into that mask. You can include that into mask, that interesting portion of image. Yes, okay, so here the chain link is there. With the disconnection only you can do the adjustments. So okay, so after adjustments you can connect that link, and here there is a clip. This is clip, and suppose this is invert mask, so mask is inverting. Okay, and then here there is a opacity. You can do the opacity of this. So we use all this in real-time assignments. Okay, yes, now we can release this, the mask released. Okay, and suppose this is one object and this is another object, and here like in Photoshop, here also we have modes. Okay, so here blending modes, it is in normal. You can make it multiply. See this, by mixing these two, it is creating the blendingness. It's creating the blendingness. You can insert that interesting area. Yeah, suppose something like, okay, and here you can check other the blend modes, the color burn. This is very interesting. This is very interesting, color burn effect. And here you can check the lighten portion, okay, and the screen effect, and this is color dodginess. So color dodginess always give you the white, maximum white. The highlights can improve. Overlaying object. So these are all learned in Photoshop. This soft light, the hard light. So these are kind of effects. Okay, so whenever we use these effects in real-time designs, then only we use. Otherwise, sometimes in real-time designs, client will expect for experimental designs. So there only we use. Okay, so one by one, if you check this, we'll understand these effects. Okay, so come to here, then normal. Generally with normal mode only most cases we work. Okay, so these are the blend modes, and these are the layer, the opacity marks. So make and release opacity marks. And here the one more mask I explained you. Suppose by adding the shape on photographer, you can combinedly select and make the clipping mask. So the half of the remaining portion photographer covered with the mask. So we use this in real-time assignments. Then you can release clipping mask. Just release this. Okay, yes. Okay, here again suppose see I want to edit this picture, otherwise this picture, suppose this picture. Okay, so then we can right click and give here isolate selected image. So just click on that. See the other two the portions, other images in isolated mode. Isolation means what? Temporarily these are covering, okay, without affecting the editing. Okay, so I want to edit this only. So in that case you cannot drag or you cannot select these other images because these two are into isolation mode. Okay, so isolation effect will save you from unnecessary editings. Okay, so I'm editing here. After editing, you can just right click on that, exit isolation mode. So exit it, or otherwise select isolation mode. So there is a button here, arrow marker. So back one level. Okay, so again one more level. Yes, now you are into normal mode. So this is isolation effect. Okay, so then we check one by one filters. Suppose this is my box shape, and okay, and here you can select effects. Here there is a menu bar, there is a effects menu. See here, document raster effect settings. These are the suppose Illustrator effects. So okay, so vector effects. So these are, and these are Photoshop effects. So Photoshop effects means raster effects. So these are, because Photoshop also from Adobe family only, so that is the reason the Photoshop effects also included within this effects. So these are Illustrator effects. So I'll check one by one. Suppose extrude and bevel, the 3D effects. So see this. Can on the preview see the 3D effect we get. To here you can change this direction anywhere, any side. Okay, and here the rotations also available. Suppose here turn cap on for solid appearance, turn cap off for hollowness. So this is hollowness. Okay, and here it is solid appearance. And here the classic, the bevelness, the classic, and here complex, and complex 2, the height, and this you can change this how you want. See, these are here. Bevel extend out, bevel is added to original effect. Okay, and suppose here they check all one by one, make it none. Here the plastic shading, and suppose it is wireframe, no shading, diffuse shading, this is plastic shading. Okay, yeah. So the map art I'll explain in assignment. There is a particular assignment is there, I'll explain. So here the options also there, here the more options are. So here what you can change the light and shades. See, on surface you give the changes on that automatically. According to that it is adding the light and shades. Okay, and give the values here manually, so automatically that can affect. Okay, so yeah, suppose make it cancel. So cancel custom rotation. So the front, back, top, right. Suppose if you want to see only front, you can see that. So these are the angles. So whichever the position you want, you can select this, make it cancel. In the same way here in 3D again, the revolveness. Yeah, revolveness. So revolveness, and here the halo appearance. So halo appearance, sometimes system can hang, sometimes right edge. It is applied here, but it is not showing. Anyway, here offset. Yes, now it is. See, when you change this value, so it is giving that effect. Yes. Okay, and here the shadings again, the diffuse shading and the plastic shading. Yes, continuously one by one we are applying, but for rendering it takes time. Okay, few effects will take slowly. Okay, make it cancel. And from effects again, the rotate, we can rotate this. Okay, so you can add the perspective net also. Okay, from the more options, no shading and diffuse shading, so we'll get the shading and light also. Just cancel it. And here convert shape, it is converting into shape options. Okay, so you can check all these shape options. So okay, and here these are the rounded rectangle, so the edges converting into a rounded. So by giving the value, this can change. The same way the ellipseness, okay, get the ellipseness. Okay, and check these other things. The crop marks, can add the crop marks only, nothing, just Control Z. And here again Pathfinder, yes, this is important. Sometimes, mostly for preparing logos, to cut, intersect, okay, images or shapes, so we use this. Okay, so suppose here I'm giving one more object here and fill with the any color. Okay, after dragging this, effect, Pathfinder, and add. See, telling Pathfinder effect should usually to applied on the groups, layers, or type objects. This may not have any effect on the current selection. Okay, so what you do, select these two and make it group. After group, you can add this. See, it's combined into one. Okay, the same way you can use this intersector. So for preparing logos, this Pathfinder is very helpful. It combined two objects, must have two objects, so between two objects this can work. So cropping this, so you can check and use all these things. Outline, it is in outline. Okay, so you can use all one by one. So these are helpful for making shapes, different shapes, and cutting shapes, adding two shapes, or intersect, or exclude, subtract, minus, pack, divide. So you can trim, merge, crop, outline. So this will, okay, see, hard mix and all, by mixing these two, this will create the hard mix, otherwise a soft mix. And these effects, okay, you can give the values here, so according to that this will work. Okay, now here the rasterize, you can rasterize this. So how you want? Rasterizing means it is adding the pixels to the shapes, so grayscale or CMYK or what, suppose the same thing. Okay, so your picture now convert into a raster. Okay, so Control Z, and here stylize. So there is a drop shadow, and give the previewness. Okay, and see here the drop shadow added. You can give the value, just cancel it. Yes. So stylize, make drop shadow, apply preview, and it is adding the drop shadow. And the mode also, you can normal mode. Okay, so observe here normal mode, and suppose here multiply, it's multiplying. Okay, and these are all so blending mode effects. Okay, so make it normally only. Okay, in here the opacity you can decrease or increase. Suppose here I am giving a 25%, and you can see the value. The shadow thickness is very dull, and here we give 75, and check this so more depth, and the dark shadow added, and the values here. So which direction you want, okay, automatically it will apply. And the color, you can check the color, whatever the color you can add, okay. So darkness also you can add 100%, make it cancel. Then and again from style as we have other things, the featherness. So preview on, see featherness added, and if you give more featherness you will get that much value, 3.47, okay, the maximum value it is. So here I'm giving only 2 the featherness. Yes, this will used by all of you, okay. In real-time assignments we use all these things. So inner glow, outer glow, scribble, these are all the effects. See, this is interesting, yeah, very interesting. Excellent effects, these are superb. See, okay, very nice. Make it default, cancel it, okay. And yeah, SVG filters. So what are these? These are SVG filters, means scalable vector graphics. So vector effects only, something like you can apply and see the previewness. These are kind of effects. So one by one we can check all these things. Whenever you want, we'll apply them, or otherwise for rendering it will take time. Sometimes it cannot respond. So these are the problems. So cancel it. So these are all SVG filters, different filters. And arc. So in this, wrap it. See this? Excellent. You can use all these. So fish kind, beautiful. With single one click, you are changing your entire shape into this. Make it cancel and effect. So in wrap, all these are there. Already we applied all these just now. And here now just we are entering into Photoshop effects. So it is almost same like Photoshop only, okay. So check the effects gallery, and here check the artist. See this, by adding all, okay, cancel it. Not every time this, you can get this image and you can apply this also, and even this also you can apply here. Suppose here you can apply to the photograph also, okay. Yeah, now come here, the effect filter, cancel, because the more white space is covering here. So I use this only. Yes, now see this, these are the beautiful effects, rough pastels, and you can decrease and increase this bar, so according to that you will get effects. Yeah, nice. This is the brush strokes are there. This is kind of effect. Okay, the smoothness you can decrease and increase. Okay, so these are the effect gallery, and here artistic. So color pencil. Yeah, these are same. Just now we checked all these things. The same way here you can apply other things also. The blur, yeah, Gaussian blur. The Photoshop we have the blur effect is there, so you can increase and decrease the value, you'll get the blurriness. And brush strokes, accentuate edges, you can use them. See that edges, the edges you can it's nice. Make it cancel, and here again effect. So diffuse glow, this is the diffuse glowness. Okay, you can increase and decrease. If you say okay, so this will affect on the image. Yes, Control Z, I don't want that. Then again effect, brushstroke, distortion, diffuse glow, glass, kind of glass effect, make it more distortion. Yes, just cancel that, and effect here. Come here, the other effects, so distortion, pixelate, color of tone, just make it. Maybe it will take time. It's Control Z. And sketch. So these are all really sometimes only we use. So just you can see and check them. To textures, the grain effect. Yes, you can check one by one all. So these are the video settings. Sometimes we use these video settings for the videos and all. Okay, so make it Control Z, because processing it will take time to process. Okay, so these are the Photoshop, Illustrator filters and Illustrator blend modes and Illustrator effects. Okay, so masking effects and masks, how to do masks, and how to add the blending modes. Okay, and how to do these effects. Okay, so I explained all these things, so you can practice yourself, can understand all these things. Okay, so these we can use. Yes, for rendering it takes time. Yeah, this is completely changed into that effect. Okay, so you also yourself you have to practice this, because these are all the just practice purpose only. I'm telling, not these are real-time assignments. When we use the real-time assignments, okay, we apply all these practice things, okay, in our design works. Okay, so final design works, again we use this practically, we can experiment. Now you can practice one by one all these things. Okay, so tomorrow I'll explain other things. Thank you.